Exceptionally beautiful scenery with lush tropical forests, waterfalls, golden sand beaches, world-famous heritage sites and diverse landscapes with rich historic culture. The country lays claim to a long and colorful history of over 3,000 years, having one of the longest documented histories in the world. Since ancient times, Sri Lanka was ruled by monarchs, notably of the Singha royal dynasty that lasted over 2,000 years. After over 2,000 years of rule by local kingdoms, parts of Sri Lanka were colonized by Portugal and the Netherlands beginning in the 16th century. Around 1796, the British had control of the entire country until 1948, when Sri Lanka gained independence. Sri Lanka has a multi-ethnic and multi-religious population. Sri Lanka is one of the few countries with a very vast and rich cultural diversity. The culture is itself very unique and thereby contributes to the Sri Lankan identity. Sri Lankan culture includes a lot of customs and rituals which date to more than 2,000 years and have been handed down from generation to generation. Religion plays an important role in molding the Sri Lankan culture and traditions. Art, music, drama, and even architecture are part of the cultural fusion. Art plays an integral part in the history of Sri Lanka, providing a figurative goldmine to archaeologists and anthropologists, since art speaks a lot about the Sri Lankan way of life. The island has the longest continuous history of Buddhism of any predominantly Buddhist nation, with the existence of Sangha in an unbroken lineage. As a result of its location in the path of major sea routes, Sri Lanka has been a center of Buddhist religion and culture from ancient times. Hinduism, the second most prevalent religion in Sri Lanka, was primarily established by migrants from southern India. Most Hindus are Tamils, and therefore Hinduism is dominant in northern, eastern and central Sri Lanka. Islam is the third most dominant religion in the country, having been brought to the island by Arab traders over the course of many centuries. European colonists introduced Christianity to the country in the 16th century. Christians, mainly Roman Catholics, are mainly concentrated along the western coastal belt. The history of irrigation in Sri Lanka goes back more than 2,000 years. Sri Lanka had the most outstanding irrigational system to collect rainwater in the reservoirs, which were utilized to cultivate paddy fields. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Sri Lanka became a plantation economy, famous for its production and export of cinnamon, rubber and Ceylon tea, which remains a trademark national export. After 1950, the nation has moved steadily towards an industrialized economy with the development of the tourism industry, clothing, fisheries, etc. The most prominent feature of Sri Lanka is its colorful festivals, which is one of the main tourist attractions. The Asala Perahara is a grand Buddhist festival happening in July or August in Kandy, consisting of dances and richly decorated elephants. It has become a unique symbol of Sri Lanka and is a magnificent pageant. The island hospitality has been an inherent part of Sri Lankan culture and part of island life. It has always been a land where visitors are welcomed with open arms. Today, we share our immense wealth of natural beauty and cultural diversity with the rest of the world. Welcome to Sri Lanka.